I would recommend Brand Satellite from a perspective that if you're struggling to communicate what you're doing to clients, if you're struggling with that, like simple, clear messages, if you're struggling with that, and that's something you think we've got to get this better, then you're a lot worse than going for Brand Satellite. There'll definitely be the organization that I'll be picking. Hi, my name is Nathan Ott, and I'm the Chief Polisher at the GC Index. The situation with our business is that we are a partner-led community. We have a product, a instrument which we're partners use to embed into their services. We've grown quite rapidly. What that meant was that we had numerous different stakeholders, numerous different countries. We've got numerous products, but there was no one common messaging out there. If you looked at our website, it was quite confusing. We didn't have a clear message, and that was becoming a little bit frustrating, because at that point we were selling a promise rather than selling results, and people would come to our website, they'd have interactions with us, and it was very difficult to get one message through. So, for example, we've got not a huge team, but a team of about 14 people within the business. And if you asked them what the GC Index is and what does it do, you would have got 14 different messages. They've been roughly right, but it wasn't the same. We knew we had a communication challenge, which was linking back to brand identity. So this wasn't about colors and making nice, pretty logos and PowerPoints. That's not what we needed. We needed an organization that could really strip back what we do and make it really simple, so the person on the street can understand it very, very quickly. Okay, that's what we needed. We actually have internally communications experts, and we have design experts internally. We've got this resource ourselves, but we're too much in it. We're too much in the business. We've all got our predisposition. We've grown up with it. So we wanted someone from the outside who could come in and really take a proper look at our business and what we're saying, how we're doing it, and taking it back to bare bones. So we looked at a number of organizations to do that. At the GC Index, it's all about people. It's a language and a framework of how people are going to make an impact to a role, team, or organization. So we use that to identify, what are the gaps that we're missing. And so Giles, who was the lead from Brand Satellite's perspective, we looked at his profile, and it wasn't all the good stuff that Brand Satellite does. Why are you going to choose an organization to do this? So he's got the credentials, they've got the experience, all that good stuff, but he also had the right profile from an energy of impact that we needed to do that. So that was really important. Giles also invested a lot of time in our business beforehand as well. We have an annual conference where we get all of our accredited practitioners together. Giles spent a day with us there before we'd engaged with him to really get an understanding of the business. And I think that getting the understanding of our business, really understanding our product, matched with actually had the perfect profile for what we needed to plug the gap were all key decision-making points for us. The first thing I really enjoyed were the initial interactions with Giles around the scoping. I really enjoyed that. I mean, for me personally, I do free associate. I have lots of possibilities, but I'm not particularly structured in my thinking. I can see things, but I don't have that, as I mentioned before, that strategist bit. And so it was really nice to be able to free associate and get everything down and throw loads of things at Giles that he could then just take and put them into a strategic bit. I liked the way that all the team were involved. I liked the way that the research was done with all of our team and our partners and some of our clients. I thought that was very thorough and it really helped. And ultimately, I really liked the brand DNA blueprint that Giles puts together. I love the output of it, because when we've got all of our team investing that time in doing so, yeah, it was a great output. So I really enjoyed that. We also have a workshop together, and a couple of times we've all got together as a group, and I really enjoyed that. I really enjoyed the interaction, the team, and finally, I really enjoyed the challenge. If you're a business leader that's like I am, who likes to be challenged, likes to be tested properly in a constructive and positive way, then you're going to like the process. The main positive sort of points that have come out of this, I think there's a strong level of alignment in the team, okay, which I think is really important, because if we've got a team that is, not all think they're saying the same thing as everyone else, but they're not, they're saying it in a different way and confused, it really brought that alignment and clarity of what we're all about. And that brings about calmness as well. I think calmness is really quite an underrated benefit of this whole process, because it now just gives us a framework. And I go back to that brand DNA document was great. I mean, and I think that's something we consistently go back to. And I'll reiterate, we have communications and brand specialists within our team that quite rightly were wondering, why do we need to bring an outsider in? And we explained why. And when they saw the work that was done, and they were really impressed, and they were actually made them feel calmer as well, because then they can actually go and really get their shoulders behind this brand and this document. So I think definitely that alignment, that clarity, and that calmness, that's within the team. Across our global community, it, for us, now they're clearer and we're clearer. We're seeing that track through to helping them become more successful. So they're being more successful, leveraging our product in their services, because they've got that clarity, which ultimately drives better commercial success for them, and winning clients they wouldn't have won, or extending work that they wouldn't have extended before, making decisions, their clients making decisions about their services quicker. All lead to a commercial benefit for them and confidence for them, and also as a commercial benefit for us as a business as we continue to grow. The possibilities for the future, if you know anything about our business, we've not even touched the surface yet. In terms of our business, we have a simple mission that more than 10% of the world's population are going to be empowered by the GC Index to make their best impact. So we've got bold ambitions. And we're just on the start of this journey. But what I've found is going to help us to achieve that mission. This is a fundamental part of it, because it's given us that alignment that we didn't have before. So it's given us a very sound base to go on and expand into more geographies, more organizations, and such like that. That's really exciting. We've only really started this journey. I mean, I think this, if you're going to go through the brand DNA, the brand satellite process, this is not just, let's all get in a room and have a bit of a marketing chat and let's change a few things and then move on. This was a real good deep dive into the core of our business. I would like to think that in the next 12, 18 months, we're even more aligned than we are now, because we're going to continually work and build on this on this brand DNA, which has just been so helpful to give us all a base to work from. And I think that's just what I'm quite excited about now, that people can get on, and the effort that they're putting in is much more aligned. So rather than all of the wasted effort running around doing miscommunicating things or being confusing for clients and partners, they're now, all the effort of the team is focused, and they're getting a lot more back for their effort they're putting in. So what surprised me most about the process? I'm very rarely satisfied. Yeah, I think things can always be better. And if you're watching this, about the GC Index. I was got a huge polisher proclivity in what I do. I mean, I always think things can always be better, and it can be quite relentless at times. And my team, particularly so the director group, was saying, you're going to go through this exercise and you're not going to think it's good enough. That. So you're not going to be happy with it. And I think the biggest surprise to them, and probably to myself, if I'm being honest, was it was really valuable. We really got a lot out of it. It was more valuable than we had thought of it could be. And Of course, I thought I'd made the right choice in Brand Satellite for all the reasons I've mentioned before, and so I thought, yeah, we'll go through this, but no, we were surprised about the impact that it had, and how good it was, and how well it affected the performance of our business, and that performance through clarity of objective, and our whole team saying pretty much the same thing that they weren't saying before. So yeah, that surprised me. Of course, I'd recommend Brand Satellite, but just saying I recommend them probably isn't helpful if you're watching this. I think when you've got a growing business, or a small business, or a business where it's fast paced, and most of the time we're time and resources, and often sometimes money poor, right? So to embark and invest in an activity such as this, I wouldn't want to say it takes a leap of faith, but it does take a bit of discipline. Yeah, you're going to need to do that, and you'll put lots of objections up to why you can't do this. Yeah, we don't have the time, we haven't got the budget. You'll have lots of objections. But if you're going to do something like this, you need to take it seriously. You need to carve out the right amount of time. We did, and we did have to put time in over and above our day jobs, of course, and that's to be expected. But the results have accelerated our business, by a year, by 2 years, in just that sense that we've now all sing from the same song sheet. Not the best phrase, but if you listen to it, you know what I mean. Yeah, if anyone watching this wants to go into more detail, if they're thinking about engaging Brand Satellite, can come and talk to me or any of the team, and we'll tell you exactly what it was, the good bits, the bad bits. But the overriding part of it is it was extraordinarily successful, and I wouldn't hesitate in recommending.